that's not too crazy. You could probably stop aging, reverse it if you want. You can basically do it. You can turn someone into a freaking butterfly if you want with the right DNA sequence.
Yet again, Elon Musk caught the attention of the entire world with another one of his iconic plans. And this time, it is something crazy. Most contemporary tech enthusiasts are already aware that Elon Musk is a man who never fails to raise the curiosity of the people. Seems like he's dropped his latest explosive idea into execution, and if this isn't daring, I don't know what is. The human thirst to know more never gets quenched enough, and the mystery of time has hardly been scratched on the surface. Aging is a phenomenon that nobody can escape. As long as we are alive, we'll all grow old and eventually die. There is no escape route or way out from here. Sounds pretty scary, right? However, scientists and researchers have been trying to figure out how aging works. Leaving the much debated concept of immortality aside, with the rapid progress in medical science, the average lifespan of a human has increased considerably. But still, is that enough? If these are the answers you are looking for, then stop right there, because today we are back to blow your mind with this revelation. Elon Musk obviously would disagree though. His latest announcement of sending muscle cells to space for a better understanding of how aging works and/or gets affected outside of our Earth is a huge milestone in unlocking the secrets of time. The scientists working on this project revealed that this was done as part of research conducted by researchers to enhance their understanding of why muscles get weaker and deteriorate with time.
The reason is that the tissues are young and they can rejuvenate and heal. And if you could reverse their age, the majority of these diseases would just go away.
Recently, SpaceX, Elon Musk's multinational, launched isolated muscle cells into space on the partially reusable launching vehicle FALCON 9. The primary objective of this experiment is to see how exactly the muscle cells get affected by the cosmos. Scientists from the University of Liverpool, UK, have been conducting the micro-age study, and this might be able to give us an idea of something that we hardly understand at all. The Falcon 9 rocket is supposed to take off from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, and its destination is the International Space Station. But what triggered this sudden decision? From the past experiences, it has been observed that the astronauts who have come back from space exhibited a weakening of the muscle tissue. The reason behind this is very simple: the lack of gravity. In the absence of a strong gravitational force, there is no logic in using the muscles as much, and after a prolonged stay, the health of these tissues specifically might decline. According to the scientists, this project primarily aims at drawing up a comparison of how the muscles get influenced in space with that on Earth. If the launching is successful, then the researchers are hopeful that this might help them to not only reduce the effects of aging, but also help them to slow down the process entirely. These muscle cells are synthetically produced in the laboratory and are as tiny as a grain of rice. The British Space Agency, in a report posted on the English government's official website, confirming that the cells will be placed securely inside small 3D printed holders so that they don't get damaged during the long journey. On reaching the ISS, these cells will undergo a series of different experiments in the microgravity environment, and the effects of gravity on aging is going to be studied in the maximum possible detail. Muscles degenerate due to old age, and no matter how much you exercise, the muscle flexibility will gradually decrease, making the tissues rigid and tough. Another effect is that these tissues get replaced by adipose cells over a long period of time. Slowing of muscle reflexes means that you will be more prone to losing balance or hand-eye coordination, and it might get tricky. It could even get seriously dangerous. Probably that's why this study is of so much importance to science enthusiasts and experts all across the globe. The real process starts once the rocket touches down on the ISS. After the spacecraft lands, the muscle samples will be restored electrically to generate contractions in the tissues, and then they will undergo minute scrutiny over an extended period of time. After the initial experiments are completed, the tissues will be sent back to the Earth from the space station, and according to the latest report, they are expected to come back sometime in January. The scientists here will then conduct further research on these just returned samples. Incidentally, the scientists traveled from the United Kingdom to the Kennedy Space Center in the United States, and the cells were developed in a laboratory unit at the space agency itself. So now that you know the scale of this enormous endeavor, I'm sure you must be wondering how much it all costs. An operation of this stature doesn't come cheap. According to sources, a whopping amount of 1.2 million euros was sanctioned for the said project. That would be approximately $1.5 million US. Just let that sum sink in. The funding received by the University of Liverpool was chiefly provided by the space agency itself. Elon Musk has always been one step ahead when it comes to space excursions. But even by that standard, this is huge. I mean, can you imagine how different the world would be if this gave us a chance to slow down a mandatory thing like growing old? Now, it is debatable whether trying to change a biological constant like aging is a good idea or not, but even haters are going to admit that this sounds like something really exciting. No graying roots, wrinkles on the skin, or pain in the joints. Sounds pretty intriguing to me. It's yet to be seen how far this expedition manages to get the results, for all we know, but it is needless to say that this has got the masses eagerly looking forward to it. And I guess the hope for a future is the biggest win. The final outcome of this gigantic venture is a patient wait away, but it goes without saying that if what the scientists are expecting comes true, this might be a milestone on the road of human evolution. Who knows, if they kept at it, someday even immortality might be within our reach. But let us keep that topic of discussion for another time. In the comments below, do let us know what is your take on Musk's recent announcement. Do you think this project would actually act as a catalyst and be able to provide us with the knowledge that we are expecting? Or do you feel doubtful about the success of the operation? Do not forget to share your views with us, and for more such videos on similar content, stay tuned to our channel. And if you like our video, then hit that thumbs up icon quickly and please share and subscribe. See you soon.